Hello friends, myself Dr. Piyush Taylor. I am an associate professor in a government medical college Surat in the Department of Biochemistry. Today we are going to learn about the plasma lipid. In the previous lecture we have learned so many things about the cholesterol metabolism and cholesterol regulation. So we all know that we having the total plasma lipids are 400 to 600 milligram, and from that there are so many components are there, and there are the three main components, that is cholesterol, TG and phospholipid. This is called our total lipid. When we are talking about the total lipid and when we include the cholesterol, this cholesterol also include HDL, IDL, VLDL and LDL, and this will be summation of all this lipoprotein we consider as a total cholesterol. Few things more we will going to learn about the lipoprotein, which includes the protein, lipid plus protein, and this particular protein part we call it is a apolipoprotein. This is just we are trying to understand the few names of the different lipids, and then later on we go in the detail about this on the topic. When we think about the lipoprotein, the lipoprotein also having a different type. There may be apolipoprotein, that apolipoprotein A, apolipoprotein B, there may be apolipoprotein C. A might be having so many times apolipoprotein 1, A1, A2, B48, B100. There's a different apolipoproteins are there. Now always the student might get confusion that apolipoprotein A and another one, that is lipoprotein small a. So this is also one of the lipid, but later on we are going to discuss what is the major difference between these two molecules. This already I told you. So this is the major classification. Those are gynomicron, VLDL, IDL is there, LDL is there, HDL is there, and they are having a different name. The name is given is according to the apolipoprotein which is there with that particular lipoprotein. One other important thing is that the free fatty acid, or you may say it is a non-esterified free fatty acid, are complex with the albumin, not generally considered as a lipoprotein. But this is a part of lipid. This is a part of lipid. So we can say, when we talk about the lipid, we cannot forget about the free fatty acid. But this free fatty acid is most of the time are bound with the something, and it is always there with the lipoprotein. And in the lipoprotein, it is there with the esterified form. So suppose if the cholesterol is there, cholesterol is not remain in a free form, cholesterol will bound with the fatty acid, and we call it is a cholesterol ester. Same way, when talking about the triglyceride is also made up of the glycerol plus fatty acid. So simply we can say, when free fatty acids are very less amount in the circulation, more or less it is bounded with some other molecule. When it is bound with the cholesterol, we call it a cholesterol ester. And if it is a free, we call it a free fatty acid. This is just basic of all the lipoprotein. Here you can see what we have discussed in the last slide. There are 5 types of the lipoproteins are there: gynomicron, LDL, VLDL, IDL, LDL, HDL. And as it goes down, the size of the lipoprotein get decreased. So size get decreased. We can say as we process, size of the molecule get decreased. But when you think about the density is increasing. So gynomicron is having the lowest density, HDL having the highest density. Now we just try to understand when you're talking about the density and when you're talking about the size, how it differ with the different lipoprotein. So always when we learn about lipoprotein, we maintain the chronology of the lipoprotein, that lowest lipoprotein, which is chylomicron, then it will come to the VLDL, then IDL, then LDL, and then SDL. So densities depends on the two things. One, how much amount of triglyceride is there and how much amount of protein is there. Simply we can understand the chylomicron, which is almost 98 to 99% triglyceride is there. But protein might be very less, it is maybe 1 to 2%. And we know that this triglyceride, it means fat. And that fat having the lowest density. So chylomicron having the lowest density. And as we go down, we directly understand about the SDL first. That in a SDL, it is almost 50 to 55% triglyceride is there, or you may say 45 to 50% is protein is there. So it's clearly understood when you go into down, the concentration of protein get increased. And if the concentration of protein get increased, ultimately density get increased, and that is why we call it is very low density lipoprotein, intermediate density lipoprotein, low density lipoprotein, and high density lipoprotein. And component of triglyceride get decreased. So as the fat component get decreased, molecular density is get increased. Here we are not trying to understand the how much percentage of triglyceride is there with the IDL or LDL or protein percentage is there. We are just trying to learn about the concept. So when we talk about the structure of the lipoprotein, structure of the lipoprotein is almost same. All the lipoprotein having the same structure. Difference is there only with the concentration of the component. Whatever the component you have noticed here, there's always remain same with the each and every lipoprotein. So if you see on the peripheral part, there are so many phospholipids are there. Here you can see these are the phospholipids. So major components of phospholipids are there on the periphery. On the core part is there. This is the core part. And in the core part you can see there is a cholesterol ester is there. There may be a major part is there and triglyceride is there. So we can say lipoprotein the one core part, one peripheral part. In core part is cholesterol ester is there, triglyceride is there. On the peripheral part, there will be some free fatty acid, there is phospholipid, there is a apoprotein. There are the different apoproteins are there. You can see here. Now you have to remember one important point. Each and every lipoprotein having the same component, only concentration is different, and another difference which is there the difference in apoprotein. It might happen if you talk about SDL, then this SDL having the one specific lipoprotein, that is A1 is there. If the LDL is there, then it might be LDL might be having the C2 is there. Okay, so only difference is what type of apoprotein is there, that is also different with a different lipoprotein, and because of the different lipoprotein has a different function.